What's up, JEFusion fans? Yes, it's finally here. The Rider Kicks figure, Kamen Rider ZI-O. If you guys have followed us on Facebook, you've seen my post. So yeah, it's finally here in my hands. So I'm excited because it's actually been 2 years since I last reviewed a proper boys toy action figure. Recently, my toy reviews have mostly been the candy toys, you know, the Sodo series, which are good, by the way, but now we're back with the boys toys, man. So last time I reviewed this one, Kamen Rider Brave Level Up Rider series. Actually, I think my second toy review on this channel. Yeah, so it's been 2 years and we're back. So I'm also using this one for point of comparison. So anyway, yeah. So this is the packaging, right? So this is the top, by the way. So these are the sides, right? So this is the back. Maybe, never mind, the bottom is insignificant. So this is what it does. So you can see here it also has a gimmick actually. You can put on a rider armor, or yeah. So as you can see in this package right here, they are featuring the Kamen Rider build rider armor. That's sold separately though, but anyway, for this video we'll be focusing on just this one. Hopefully we can cover something like this in the future, but anyway, let's get started. So I'm opening the box, as you can see right here. Okay. Okay, so this is how it looks like in the box. Before they used to have like a plastic runners, yeah, not runners actually, like plastic, really, plastic cases. So anyway, so this is the figure by itself. So it's still wrapped in plastic, and you know what I'm just gonna untape this guy. So, man, well, I gotta say, the older figures are actually easier to, you know, open. So there you go. Okay. So I'm taking it out of the plastic. Okay. So I'm just gonna put away the box to the side. There you go. So we're just okay. So this is how the actual figure looks like. I'm just gonna have it right here. Okay. So this is Kamen Rider ZI-O Rider Kicks figure. So for the movements, okay, so the head, okay, like any toy line, it has a ball joint head, but I've seen other videos of this. Now before, the waist has a movement right here, right? So this time they actually removed that, but instead we have the joint right here at the middle of the torso. So as you can see, like this. Okay, now because this has a ball joint as well, you can also move it like this. Yes, it's now movable in more directions, and this concept was definitely taken from the SHF series. So yeah, you now have some more action for this one. However, they removed the rolls for the thighs, so they actually went back to putting something like a ball joint, if you can see right here. and guess light. But yeah, so the legs are ball jointed again. So again, yeah, before they have rolls either right at the thigh or just above the knee, but that moves. So the knees actually now bend like this. Before, you can just bend them at a 90-degree angle. Well, most of the boys' toys or action figures before can only you can only bend the knees like this, so up to 90 degrees. But now, because of the design right here, you can now bend them further. So that's one thing. So I think this went to a lot of compromises. So the ball joints on the ankles as usual. Now I see that there are holes on the legs right here, if you can see, here, right here, and here. So where my fingertips were pointing, there you go. Also, there are holes at the back, so the back is just completely black, but there are 3 holes. I'll make that 2 actually. The third one in the middle is the screw, but here right below the shoulders, there you go, where I'm pointing, I believe those will be used for the armor parts, again for this year's gimmick. But even though this has a gimmick, like I said earlier, the armor parts, it's not actually gonna affect the toy so much. Like again, I've mentioned this several times in my Sodo Kamen Rider build reviews. The reason I don't like the BCR or Bottle Change Rider series is because, the gimmick itself, in order for the gimmick to work, you had to sacrifice some stuff. So because build is divided right in the middle, because he is he can be separated in 2 parts, they had to sacrifice the head movement and the waist movement. But here it's not much of a compromise. You can still pose this figure on its own, and definitely has play value even by itself, which is nice. So now I'm moving on to the accessories. So looking at this one, we have to open the plastic. Not a problem. Okay, so for this specific figure, we have the Jikangirei. So this is the Jikangirei. Hope you can see that. So it's in the sword mode or in the blade mode. But yeah, because of the plastic, I might have to reshape that so it's straight. So that doesn't look so awkward later on. But anyway, I'll work on that. And you have an extra hand part right here. So that's another feature of this figure. So I'm gonna take out the left hand and replace it with this extra accessory. So you just pull it off again so you have a joint and you snap it right in place, no problem. So I am gonna try and pose G.O. just like this. Oh nice. Oh nice, look at that. Look at that, he's doing the G.O. pose. Which is nice. So that is specifically the function of the extra left hand right there. Now this one is actually I believe inspired more by the Daisodo action figure series, or the candy toy. Actually, the Daisodo is like the P Bandai exclusive, so it's an upgraded version of the Sodo, because most of the Sodo action figures don't have movable hands, so they're just stuck into one position like this. But anyway, so you have that. So for the Jikangirei, so I'm gonna put it in the right hand. Now this you just slip onto the right hand like so. You just open the hand and wait, it's not working well. Anyway, there you go. So the Jikangirei is in ZI-O's hands, as you can see right there. Now for older boys toys, there are actually joints like group two fingers like this, so you can open and close them. However, there's a problem with that. Now I'm gonna compare ZI-O with the other figures that I currently have. That's one thing right there. So first, so the last boys toy that I actually have, so here we have Kamen Rider Brave Level Up Rider series. So as you can see, hope you can see that they're not standing together, sorry, but this one, this ZI-O figure is actually significantly smaller than the older boys toys. Like most boys toys from recent era, from the recent 10 years of Heisei Kamen Riders, so they usually stand up this tall. Like this is 15 centimeters and this is just 13 centimeters. So that 2 centimeter difference is definitely visible. So like I said, for the hands, there is actually a problem. So as you can see here, Brave is holding his sword in his right hand, but it's not perfectly aligned. It's supposed to be more like this way, but because of the hand, yeah, it doesn't actually fit quite well. However, because of this hand, I actually remembered this one. So yeah, this is the Ninja. This is a Ninja action figure. Don't be fooled by its appearance. I know a lot of Power Rangers action figures look like this, but this mold is actually based on Power Rangers moldings. But anyway, so they have similar grip styles, so you just slip in the weapon as I've shown earlier, so that's where they're similar. And actually, when it comes to the height, they're actually pretty close, if not identical, as you can see right there. So yeah, they are definitely close in height. So comparing this one to this one, so my Sodo Build Genius form. So okay, so as for the height, so ZI-O is still definitely taller. So according so this one is 11 centimeters, so that's definitely significantly shorter. So you have this cross between a Sodo and a boys toy action figure. And actually this is I can actually say that this is a hybrid of, you know, all three toy lines that, you know, are made for the Kamen Rider series. So you have the boys toy, you have the Sodo, and you even have the SHF with the torso function right here. So like I said with the Sodo Dai-Sodo series, so again bringing this guy back. So you saw earlier the function with the extra left hand. There you go. So this is the original left hand that ZI-O had. So again, this doesn't move. You can't take it out. However, that was implemented in the Yudo toy line for Super Sentai series. So at least that's something. But yeah, that's one thing that the Sodo doesn't have, and the Dai-Sodo actually has. But anyway, so yeah, so there you go. I'm just gonna do some more poses. So I'm just gonna take out this like ZI-O pose hand. So I'm just gonna put back the original left hand, and I'm gonna do something that's akin to the name of this toy line. And goes right here. Use the arms. Use the torso. Oh, and there you go, ZI-O's rider kick. Well, despite not having the thigh roll, anyway, that's not much of a problem now. But because you have the legs bendable, a lot more bendable, it looks more natural, and because of the torso as well, you can get this action. So it looks a bit more realistic when you pose it for a rider kick. The legs, however, again, like kind of remind me of the builds, the Exade toy line, because they have specialized knees for the gimmick. So yeah, before typically you have the 90-degree angle bend, but because of the special knees, you can actually bend it a little more to the back. But again, that's because you have the knees for the gimmick. But now you have a special molding that allows for this kind of action. So there you go. Right. So I actually think well, this isn't much of a step up, to be honest, from other boys' toys. I rather see this as an improvement of the, like, well, it's actually very complicated, to be very honest with you guys. Like, you do have some SHF concepts applied. You do have the Dai-Sodo concepts applied as well. You still have like a typical boys toy gimmick. It's a combination of all three. It's not perfect because you still have to compromise. Again, like the loss of the thigh roll. If they had that, I think you really could do more. I'm fine with the loss of the waist movement because, again, the torso movement more than makes up for it. Actually, the shoulders actually don't are the shoulder armor is fixed. Most armors are, well, movable, I guess. But anyway, that's not much of a problem. That's a minor issue. Now, if I'd say so, I'd give this a 4 out of 5. Really, because it's actually a lot cheaper than your typical Boys Toys action figures sold before. Like, this one I got for less than 2,000 yen. Yes, usually Boys Toys action figures reach around 2,300 yen. So yeah, like you have like a 300-400 yen difference, but you still actually get a good quality. Like, and because it's a lot cheaper, it's easier to collect more of these. Like, it's almost as easy as collecting a Sodo action figure, because they're typically the cheapest option when you're trying to collect stuff. But yeah, at least for recent times, like especially last year, Sodo has been great. But yeah, if you like this kind of action figure, then it's, yeah, I can definitely recommend it to you guys. So that's it for this review of Kamen Rider ZI-O Rider Kicks action figure, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Hit the like and subscribe. Also hit the notification icon so you get to see more of these in the future. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.